Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I have something that I am going to analyze with you guys about Logan Paul's new anti-racism video that he posted about 5 days ago. I honestly thought that Logan Paul was more of a, more of a playful guy and, a silly guy. But throughout the years, ever since, the 2016 drama, 2017 drama, within, YouTube drama, he basically was more of a fool, I guess you can put up like that. Unlike his brother, he's been doing a lot of stupid stuff lately, especially when he's going to court and everything and stuff like that. But basically, let me get into the introduction of the video before I keep rambling on about other stuff. Logan Paul, on his Twitter, he has a lot of followers, not to mention within his YouTube and also within, his Instagram account. A lot of following. This dude has been going around within boxing, trying new things. Understandable, ever since he's been onto the Japanese controversial stuff, up into the rise of the years. He's been doing pretty good lately. He's done something very good right here, which is basically the black community, in which, in my opinion, I don't really consider it as much as racism within like black communities, which is like people, it's like systemic racism basically. But the point is that basically I'm going to analyze the video if he's wrong or right, and I'm going to see if it's an analytical process that I need to go through. And not gonna lie, Logan Paul has been getting a lot of praising over this, because ever since he's done a lot of bad things and good, he's been doing good deeds, he's been doing bad deeds. Sometimes Logan Paul could rise, sometimes he could fall. The dude comes back every single freaking time. And not gonna lie, I'm pretty biased when it comes to Logan Paul, because I just don't like the way how he asserts himself, especially in the past and a lot of the stuff that he has done before. I'm clearly going to be biased. But at the same time, this is a video that he has done a very good deed on the black community, and I respect him for that, unlike, like his brother. It's kind of weird. You can't think about, you have to think about his other brother, because you're thinking about Logan Paul, because they're almost like the same thing. But I guess Logan Paul is more mature than Jake Paul, but yeah, let's just get into the video. Let's go.
Listen closely. One of my biggest learnings from all of this, and I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this.
Okay, I already have a problem with that clip already. Okay, so basically, Logan Paul said, how come I've never known this for 25 years? For 25 years. Basically, Logan Paul, you could do whatever you want. I remember in my high school year, literally, in my U.S. history class, I was the best one in there, but in the back of the class, there were a lot of people that were very naive in how racial injustice or justice happened in the 1960s. And, at the time, I had a socialist teacher. I had to cope with it. He was a Bernie Sanders supporter. He even told everyone in the class how Bernie Sanders would do this to his healthcare and whatever, right? But the point is, the thing that I need to put down is that the fact that no one is stopping you, Logan. A lot of the people in my high school that were BLM supporters, even the teachers were BLM supporters. I remember when they started putting some type of big screen for the front of the students where I used to go at. It was a major black school. It was 70% of the students were black. And I'm not trying to say they're trying to indoctrinate. Well, I kind of do. But at the same time, Logan Paul, the point is that no one is stopping you from saying that this is racist, or I should have known that this happened for the longest. You should have said that yourself. I'm not that big a fan of a person that's saying that, oh, this is racist and that's racist and whatever is racist. The Robert E. Lee statue is racist. But the point is that I just don't care. But you're basically saying to yourself that, oh, I was stopped by someone, and this is because I did have known about this. So that's your fault, Logan. I'm sorry.
It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist.
Yes. Okay, the problem with this clip that I had, in my opinion, I had a problem with the way how he asserted himself about the anti-racist views, and you have to be anti-racist. And, you know, there isn't, like, statistical matters about this. There isn't, like, if you search up, like, on Google or whatever site that you use, is that, oh, what is the percentage of how many people are racist in the United States? That isn't, like, a real statistic. That's, like, a more of a personal or, like, a mindful thing that someone sticks with. Objectively speaking, in the United States, you can be racist by the First Amendment. But at the same time, it isn't as popular as a lot of people think it is. Like, I don't see a lot of people in the streets protesting anti-immigrant, sorrowful things. I don't see that much as popular as, like, socialist people or socialist, communist people or feminism or such other things, like, as equally as racist views marching in the street or having, like, some type of rallies while having anti-immigrant views and having some other type of views that are really agreeable with other people, like, thinking, like, with socialist views. Anti-racism in this country, it is more popular than having a racist view, okay? I'm pretty sure that's, inherently speaking, I think it is true. Like, come on, man. The last time when I've seen someone having a very racist view was only at Charlottesville. And that was, like, three years ago or two. And I'm pretty sure that was, like, the last moment I've ever seen a rally from a long time ago. And what I see right now, from my view, I see more leftist groups than more than the right extremist groups. I'm not lying. I could pull up so many videos of so many times and I could mention a lot of the locations and events that the far left has more proposed than the far right. Anti-racism is more popular than it is and racism. I'm pretty sure it is.
Condemn those who feign superiority because of the color of their skin. Friends, hold friends accountable. Hold your family accountable. Hold yourself accountable.
Okay, I think this is, like, a very important point. So, let's say, like, some people who were basically, you know, this cancel culture BS that we see on Twitter or on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever the case is, right? First of all, sometimes we have to differentiate with jokes and some other things. Because I know that there's gonna be some people in this video probably that are going to be like, this is a racist joke, you can't say that. And just in case, because sometimes we do have to differentiate some things. Because racism isn't as equally, like, as a joke, just saying. But like I said, I'm pretty sure my family isn't as racist, but we do say racist jokes, I'm not gonna lie. Because if I don't say that, then people are going to go like, oh, this guy's a racist piece of shit. So I do hold accountable for my family's sayings, unless if it's a joke, then I'm gonna keep telling them that that is wrong. My friends, sometimes you do a lot of things behind closed doors. You cannot lie about that. I said a lot of stuff that were racist, but they were considered as jokes. So I'm held accountable for a lot of things I've said. So basically, well, the hell with that. You know, there's some people who were stand-up comedians who were canceled for a lot of the things that they said before, whether they were pedophilic comments or racist comments. They've been canceled for stupid stuff like that. But at the same time, like I've said, there is more anti-racist views than there is racist views, and no, I'm not talking about just typical right-wing, like, thinking, because that is different from, like, far-right thinking, and so keep going.
And most importantly, we must hold our authorities accountable. Police officers, politicians, policymakers. As Killer Mike said, bully the politicians at the voting booth.
Well, now that we all know that Derek Chauvin, which is the person who killed George Floyd at the traffic stop for allegedly a $20 counterfeit bill, which it was found that it was a $20 counterfeit bill. But I don't think, like, it is as equally as being pressed for 9 minutes on your neck. That's just stupid. Well, as you guys know, Derek Chauvin has been at least charged with third-degree murder and second-degree, I think homicide, second-degree manslaughter. There we go. And as you guys know already, that even the three other police officers, well, three ex-police officers, they're also going to be charged with this. We still don't know yet, but they are charged, and they are now going to face the consequences for not telling the other guy, which was Derek Chauvin, for the things that he has done, and should have warned. These three police officers should have warned Derek Chauvin, which is the person who killed George Floyd, to stop doing this type of action, it wasn't like indirect defense tactics. And I only have one more question for all of this whole matter. So you guys know that in Minneapolis, that district is actually a Democrat district. If you guys don't know who runs the place, it's actually Jacob Frey. And in my own, and you know what? Logan Paul's, in his own words, he said we should hold, these politicians, accountable. In my opinion, I don't think Jacob Frey has to do with anything with this. As much as I hate, or not hate, but as much as I am biased against Democrats or left-wingers, I don't think Jacob Frey should be held accountable for the actions from another person. I can't say that because I would have been a very hypocritical person, because if I would have said something like that, I said things in the past that just because another person has done something, that doesn't mean they should be held accountable for. The main argument is that the ancestors of white people, which the Southerners, shouldn't be held accountable for the present day white people that are living in this country. They shouldn't be held accountable. That's a very hypocritical stance that I will make. But yes, Logan Paul, the authorities did have this hold accountable type of scenario. They're now facing criminal charges. But I don't think Jacob Frey, which is the politician, should be held accountable, nor Donald Trump, because he already has his own part on it, which he already sent condolences to the people that were part of George Floyd's family and roots. So I don't think that it should happen at all. But yeah, the authorities are not held accountable. Let's go. Wait. That way.
Make your voice heard. Attend a protest. Speak up against injustice. If you're white, if you look like me, use your privilege.
Alright, so this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. So, white privilege. I don't think that white privilege is a thing. There's no way. You have a lot of white people inside prison. You have a lot of white people that are unemployed. You have a lot of white people that are actually poor. The major population per capita in the streets right now are actually white people begging for money. But I don't believe that white privilege is a thing. I have a lot of take-ons on it, but now that the video is getting way, way longer and longer, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So, if you guys like the video, go ahead and share it or subscribe, doesn't matter. Take care and peace out.